Hello, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P today stands for panels. We're going all the way to a fake drag con and seeing some panels in this episode.
Okay, I don't know if you've ever been to drag con, but we certainly have. And the best part about drag con, as everyone knows,
is the panels. Yeah.
I will say, I prefer at drag con, my favorite part is the 20-minute wait in line for a $25 beer. Whoa, starting off negative. I'm sorry, let me start on the positive. Once you drink the beer, you don't care as much. Positive.
You know what? My favorite part of DragCon was actually DragCon LA. I did... Don't put that in.
Alexis!
Don't put that in.
A quick warning before we dive too far into the episode.
Yeah.
You will see my nipple. Or both of them. I have more than one. They keep coming out, but you know what? The body's beautiful. Free the nipple. USA.
Panels and Pads. That's what this episode should have been called. There's a new show that's only 6 episodes that came on HBO. It's called The Tourist. And it's about a hot Jamie Dornan.
I was going to ask if it's worth it.
I watched it. Yeah, I put it on the background. You know what my favorite part was? But obviously, besides Jamie Dornan is hot.
He's so hot.
I can't remember her name.
I'm okay.
I think it's Amanda McDougall. She was Dumplin'. And she was in that show Unbelievable. She's in this. And I couldn't love her more.
As hot as Jamie Dornan might be, he was one of the worst parts of Barb and Star.
But I appreciate that he chose to do that.
I think some people just aren't comedic actors.
I think you just hate him because he's hot.
No, that's something that you would hate him for. I'm hot. So, like, as a fellow hot person...
I disagree with you about that. But I only saw it once, so maybe I need to watch it again.
You should. It's fun. Put it on the background.
I mean, I love those ladies. I love anything about the Australian outback, but I will never go there on purpose.
Oh, is that what his show is in? Because I was about to say, like...
It's in that
they don't go to Australia. It's literally in the title, but you were talking about this one. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. He goes in the outback and he deals with stuff. But here's what I'm never going to do. I'm never going to put myself in a position where I could come across snakes or scorpions.
Okay, and I'm going to challenge you, because I wouldn't be a friend if I didn't, as Justin Bieber once said. Never say never. So, let's get into this episode, because we have so much to talk about, because they did too much. No, they didn't. They did a panel. It was fine.
I thought it was a really fun episode. We start off with a photo bomb challenge, which there's no real skill in any of this. It was just funny to see. No. Highlights were Willow. She's funny. Highlights.
Putting her on a dog upside down. Are you kidding?
Hilarious. And DeJa Skye stole it with the weird.
Good for you. Good for you, man.
DeJa made me laugh out loud.
This was a stellar DeJa episode.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it later.
But even starting with this mini challenge that truly felt like, okay, let's do it. We can do it. We're in front of a green screen. Let's photobomb. Photobomb challenge. You go first. Starting now.
Who am I photobombing?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're photobombing. Okay, you're photobombing the Queen at Princess Diana's funeral. Go. Yeah, I like that. Diana would have loved this. Give it to her.
Okay. I'm gonna
my
do
turn.
One. You are photobombing the tunnel where Princess Diana died.
Okay. I can't. I still can't even drive past it.
Okay.
I've stopped going to Paris.
You are photobombing Lin-Manuel Miranda in Hamilton.
What scene?
The one where he does the thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna rhyme. He's gonna rhyme.
Stop! Shh. No.
He's cheating on one of them with the other one, right? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
He's cheating.
Yeah, bro. You get that pussy. Ah. Sorry.
There's a gunfight. You
do need to see Hamilton.
Can I be honest?
I saw Hamilton blackout drunk. I don't remember anything.
I watched it on Disney Plus. I watched the whole thing.
Did you?
But have I seen it? No.
What does that mean?
You know, there's a difference between watching and seeing. Like, I feel like I see you.
Oh, wait. We do
Willow
have-
wins.
Willow wins. Congratulations. She
Willow
wins
Pill.
$2,500.
And she gets
from
to choose her team.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Let's just get right to the panels.
Now, our guest is Nicole Byer, and that's the most important thing that we must discuss.
Yeah.
She looked incredible. The hair, the makeup,
The hair.
the Nicole Byer of it all. We've said it before, we'll say it again. Rotating judge, we must see her multiple times each season. Thank you so much.
Rue looks pretty this one.
Rue looks great. I'm over the back and forth changes color sequin, but the way this was done, that was fancy.
I don't think that's the mermaid sequins.
Why is it two different colors?
I don't think it's back and forth sequin.
Well, what do you think it is?
I think the chunks would be more together if it
Then what do you think it is?
Just some kind of sequin.
Like what kind? Two different kinds? In this pattern? Huh.
Or maybe it's
I don't
sequin
understand
on...
fashion.
Or-
Don't you miss the days when it was just... You wore suits?
Or it might be sequin on crushed velvet.
Oh, I like that.
Now the topic is something that we've never talked about. It's menses.
Now, my mom went through a medical menopause because she had a hysterectomy due to her diseased uterus, which I was told
hysterectomy
did not smell. I was told it did not.
Okay.
So I don't know a lot about it, but I think it's really important that we speak on these issues.
I think men don't really have a voice, so it's good that we give them one by talking about them.
Oh, so true.
In a panel. DeJa Skye, who is the moderator for Group 1. We've Lady Camden, Willow Pill, and Angeria Paris Van Michaels. This was funny. This was so funny from top to bottom. DeJa did an incredible job. She was natural. She was funny.
She was supernatural, depending on your religion. And we knew that she was going to be a good moderator because we had her on IMHO. So
and she was a natural.
A natural. So if you have not watched that episode yet, make sure you check that out because she was so phenom. She actually tried to keep us on track when we forgot the track existed.
We kept getting side redacted. Now listen, at Cortland is here on Twitter
Cortland's here.
Yes.
He used to, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, said DeJa Skye went to the Alexis Bevels School for Conversational Transitions. And I would just like to shout out Cortland is here and say thank you.
That's funny.
All right.
Alexis.
What?
You just read a tweet where someone was complimenting your incredible transition. And then you went, all right.
Wait, let's take it back.
Let's
take it back.
That was your lead out?
I'm
that was
low
your
energy because the last episode I was high energy. Okay, listen. Let me do it again.
You used it all in bad guy.
No, I'm going to do it again. You
didn't provide the energy. You had to provide
Let me
it
do
for
it
her.
again. Let me do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me get it. So thank you, Cortland is here for complimenting my transitions. Speaking of transitions, we got another one. Willow Pill.
Alexis, you were batting 1,000 today. So good. You should have worn your transition lenses. But the panel, DeJa was great. Then we had
Lady Camden, that outfit is adorable.
I thought she looked gorgeous. I would have loved to see a different edit of this because we didn't get a lot of her. So I am curious to see.
And she's charming. She's funny.
The one thing that and they did this with Georges too, she misspoke and then it became a
Do you think, let's talk about.
I think it's just because everyone did so well, they needed.
Right, but let's talk about this. Do you think she misspoke or do you think the joke was Blake Lively?
I think she misspoke because they cut to her talking head and her talking head was like, fuck.
But that...
Well, she didn't play it enough. Okay.
But she came back around to it at the end.
She didn't play it up and... Well, yeah, after the mistake had already happened. Here's the deal. It's Drag Race, okay? You gotta spell it out. If you're gonna fart, you gotta fart. You don't pretend to fart and then go...
Or you don't put a pause in and hope they add a fart later.
There's that Bevels. Don't hope for a fart, be the fart.
Okay, I don't know. I think she was going somewhere with it and it didn't translate. Either because it didn't translate or they produced it to look like... I don't have the energy right now to believe in
here's
edit.
my thing. Is that when she said lively and they're like, what? And she goes, oh, Shelton. I wish she had...
Because it was Willow. Willow said, do you mean Shelton? And who is thinking of Blake Shelton off the bat?
Her. What I think
it was
is
a
that
prepared
Shelton
bit.
was... No. I think Shelton was what...
You finish your thought.
Listen, I don't want to drag Volcano this again.
No, this is the hill I will die on.
Here's the thing: it didn't read to me as a joke.
I thought it was a prepared bit that didn't fly, and they edited it to make her look weird.
I think you're putting a fart and a pause where there wasn't one.
Well, I think that we should shelve in this conversation because it's not very lively.
I'm gonna write a tweet about that.
Willow was great. Willow was so funny.
Stellar.
Natural jokes. And Angeria was really touching. Angeria kind of fell a little bit to the side, but we still love her.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't get as much charm out of her.
She likes to date people who do drag.
Yeah, what she call herself? A drag lesbian? Funny.
A drag lesbian. Do you hear the bubble in my voice? Yeah. Listen to that.
Yeah.
Let's see how long I can keep it.
No. I think it. Okay, please hold on. If you have any respect for me.
You know, I saw on TikTok. Can I say
that made me
you keep looking at me, but you look really pretty tonight.
What is this?
I just wanted to tell you, you look really pretty.
What is this? This is a bit.
It was a bit, but but you're editing it to make it look like it's not.
I'm gonna add a fart right here.
I'm gonna get to Lady Camden. I'm gonna ask her because it's funny.
I don't.
Have you ever seen The Shallows? Blake Lively, The Shallows. Blake Lively versus a shark.
Oh, where she's like stuck in the water?
Yeah.
No, but I saw the movie poster.
It's a really good movie. Did you ever see...
It looks like a good poster.
Did you ever see Blake Lively versus Anna Kendrick in that movie?
Yes, I love
That's a good movie.
That movie. Anna Kendrick, the ultimate villain of Hollywood. I enjoyed it.
Now, she has said Anna Kendrick instead of Kendrick Lamar.
Anna Kendrick. Oh, I'm sorry, Kendrick Lamar. Now that's funny.
That's funny. I think that's what she was trying to do.
No.
Let's disagree with the next panel. The moderator is Bosco.
Ooh, she did great. And she looked great.
Obsessed.
Oh, everything about it. Bosco, this was out of the park.
Now, we're DeJa fans. We're hardcore DeJa fans.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying this should have been her win. This should have been her episode. And I agree. But
yeah, I know what you mean by we'll get to it because the runway I do think plays a role in it.
Right.
So we'll get to that. Okay.
Well, the runway plays the role in it for logic. It doesn't play a role in it on this show.
Agreed.
Great.
Next to Bosco is Georges. Tiny, so beautiful. I thought she looked great.
I thought she looked great. She just had a little trip up on her words, and who doesn't have that? I agree with what the judges said. If you trip up on your words, just be like, oh, I can't talk today, and then move on.
But I will say, right before the pandemic, the government shut down to keep our freedom away. We were judges at a singing contest at Splash.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, and the first couple eliminations were pretty easy, and then everyone was just really good, and it really was us picking really tiny stuff. You just didn't really sell the second verse to me. I saw you kind of get into your... None of it was all meaningless. It meant nothing. To me, this read as that.
I love...
New York. I happen to like New York.
I have loved all of the competitors from Chicago that we've seen in the last few seasons. But I love this season so much. I think everyone is so good.
I agree with the internet. The internet's loving them, and
I'm not mad that we didn't get a... I mean, I will be in a couple of weeks.
Why?
I love this team, this grouping of performers, and they're all really good. I think they wanted a reason to put the two big dancers in.
Just give me a reason. Put the dancers in the bottom. Speaking of, we go to Jasmine Kennedy, who is dressed as a great-grandmother. So old!
No.
I'm sorry. Jasmine, come on, girl.
I liked it.
She's so young. She looked...
I agree she looked old.
73 years old.
I liked the garment. You know, I like anything
No,
with a pleat.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have over-exaggerated. She looked 52.
Her storyline was, we all know she talks too much. Is she going to talk too much? And then she didn't.
No, she did.
Well, she did, but she also didn't.
In her first answer, she went and made no sense. They kept cutting to the judges going...
I know, but then later, they were like, we didn't get enough of you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did fast forward a lot through the judges' notes. And it's not because I don't respect them. It's just I only wanted to hear what Nicole had to say.
I care about Diabetes and what she had to say. What we learned is that what they call her a dick dog? They called her a dick dog.
I enjoyed the way she looked. That was...
Yeah, that was cool.
So stellar. That was really, really,
that was
really cool.
Interstellar. Have you seen that?
Yeah, this panel, to me, when they started to describe, like, their perfect man, I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't know where it was going or why it was taking so long to get there. But overall, cute.
We had Bosco to bring us back in with a joke instantly. hilarious. Bosco killed it. Let's go to the runways. The theme was shoulder pads. Now you've got a shoulder accoutrement here.
Thanks.
These are so cute.
I ordered these from the internet, a local boutique in another country very far away. I know it's not technically a shoulder pad, but it's more of a shoulder pad than what we got from some of these girls. And by that I mean Georgia. Sorry to skip ahead. Who's first?
My runway winner, DeJa Skye.
This was so cool.
It was referencing Chanel, it was camp, it was fashion, it was the
moment. I love too how she said in her voiceover, I'm just concentrating on not trying to walk like Tin Man. Because there was just so much there. Loved.
And I think if the runways counted, this would have been her win.
I agree with you. Ultimately, I thought she and Bosco performed kind of neck and neck. And for me, part of me, I was way more into what she had brought. But I thought Bosco looked great, don't get me wrong.
Bosco looked great, yeah. This fit the bill for me.
But I think just the ease with which Bosco delivered those kind of transitional, like pulled everything together.
Yeah.
I think ultimately put her over the top with the judges.
Yeah, and also maybe because she wasn't working with as good of a team as DeJa had it easy in regards to like her team members were all really solid.
Right, she didn't have to keep like bringing the car back on the road.
No. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Lady Camden is going back to her dance roots and wearing a nutcracker. Now I was a little worried that she was just going to be wearing this mask the whole time, but she'd like to take it off, please, and she did. This is cute.
I was hoping when she took the nutcracker off, we'd see like
nuts in her mouth.
Yeah, just a bunch of nuts. Almost like a Russian doll, kind of. She takes it off, and then inside is a smaller nutcracker head. Because instead, she took it off, and all we got.
A what doll?
Instead, we took it off, and all we got. Not all we got, but what we got was what we're seeing a lot of.
Which is her face.
No, I mean like a pretty face with glitter and a blonde wig. I don't know. I just wanted to, like, if you're in that costume, take it off and like let me see more.
Yeah,
costume.
I did want the mouth to come open and to see her face in there.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
We got Willow Pill looking like Angelica Pickles and her lesbian business mom.
I know we've seen a lot of business suits on this runway over the years. This was one of my favorites.
Here's what I hear. Me too. Agree. I loved the stoning. And I loved that it wasn't just a blazer over panties. Those are shorts that match. The thing with shoulder pads, everyone kind of made out like she wasn't wearing shoulder pads. I know they're not like big DeJa Skye ones, but she is wearing them. I think she's just so little they couldn't tell.
She's so
tiny.
small.
But I love the earpiece. I love the
both the little girls didn't look like they had shoulder pads.
But she does have
she
them.
does.
The other one didn't.
Yeah.
And Andrea Paris Van Michaels in a houndstooth parade.
She said, I'm giving you Club Kid and a little Bob the Drag Queen. I thought this was so cute.
I loved it.
I struggled a little visually with the different shapes and sizes of the pattern. I got a little confused.
The pattern mixing and matching?
Yeah, I got a little confused by that. But ultimately, I thought it was really cute. And again, like we saw her in the Heart on Runway, like seeing her in something different, she looks like she's having so much fun. Doesn't that just make you have fun?
So fun. Bosco, futuristic, raincoat.
I loved it. I thought it was really
too.
cool. She was describing a bunch of different things. Like, this kind of reminds me of this. This kind of reminds me of this. So even in her description, I didn't understand the cohesion. But she looked gorgeous. Even with everything not quite making sense, it made sense and I loved it.
Yeah, I think she is very beautiful and she's very blessed with that figure and frame. And the coat is really cool. And she hit the what is that word?
Yeah,
she did what they asked by having shoulder pads. She hit the form or whatever. She hit the
production assistant.
Yeah, there was an umbrella with this. Look, she hit the production assistant with it.
She had to throw it.
And then they took it away.
No, it's him.
The production assistant. Yeah, go Jarm is his name.
Jarm.
George's in this jumpsuit. These aren't technically shoulder pads, but they are like poofy shoulders. So they use that as a stickle. I agree with you.
I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I gave her the benefit of the doubt with chaps. Maybe that was like her trying to like interpret the assignment. And I was like, that's cool. It was weird, but like it's not chaps, but sure, I mean, okay. And now I'm just thinking that maybe she read it wrong. Okay. Here it is. She printed out the list of looks. She took it to the designer. She said, I have to have these. And on her way, there was a big storm of brewing, and she dropped the paper in
and the
in a
paper,
puddle.
like how to make an American quilt. All the papers went flying everywhere. And
I don't know what that is, but she did drop it, and the ink ran. They can't totally see what it is.
Or is that Girl Interrupted? I can't remember.
Everyone's
How to
feeling
make an
interrupted
American
when your
quilt,
ink is
I
messed
think,
up.
because it's
and so by the
different.
time the designer got it, he's like, "What does this
the
say?
quilt.
Does this say chaps?"
I think
and
she
she's like,
fucked
"No,
someone in a cornfield.
it says."
But there is a
tights that
tornado.
Don't quite reach
I
your
know
butt.
that there is a tornado.
And I think the same thing happened here. And he's like, "I can't read it. That either
and I'm
says
pretty sure that
shoulder
Angelina
pads,
Jolie was
or
in there
it says Prince."
Well, and this was Prince with Selena, is what she said, and that
what
is
a combination! True. I hope they're singing together in heaven. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't believe heaven to be real. I hope they're haunting somewhere together. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, like the set of New Girl. You know he was on New Girl.
What? You know what I think is weird? She's married to a property brother. Do you think that's weird? I always assumed they were married to each other.
Or it's...
I'll be honest with you. I was shocked to hear that. That Zooey Deschanel's married to a property brother? Doesn't that freak you out?
It's really smart to marry a twin because if one dies, you just get the other one to come in the room.
That's what I keep telling my twin's wife. Like, Angela, it's not going to work. And then, well, no, that's not true. I asked her if she was uncut and she wouldn't answer. So possibly. It may work.
You wouldn't... Oh, if Grant died?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about you, when you die, Grant has to come here.
You can't think that.
I have it.
No, I have it in my. You know how like pharaohs, like when they got buried, they would
pheromone.
They'd have like their servants and stuff killed so that they could die in the tomb with them. That's what's gonna happen. But I want a natural burial, so they're just gonna wrap me in a sheet and lower me into the ground, and then they'll ask you to help. I shouldn't be telling you this, but to help fill the hole with the dirt, and then once it gets kind of halfway full, they're just gonna throw you in there.
Fill the hole with the dirt.
That's a technical term.
That reminds me of when you were talking about the doctor taking the scalpel and rubbing it against us. You know, it's good that you have a plan for you when you die. I was thinking for a Patreon exclusive, we should make our wills. I want to be cremated.
You do?
That's the reason I want to be cremated. Okay. I don't want to go anywhere near underground.
Okay. Not only will I make sure you're cremated.
You'll make sure I'm alive when you do it.
Yes.
And I knew that you would say that.
Like, oh, you're hurting me.
Jasmine Kennedy doing Powerline cosplay. I think it looks great. I love it.
I think it's the best she's looked. It's the youngest she's looked.
Yeah.
For her to go from that panel where she was playing her own grandma. She's her own grandma. And then to go to this, totally different woman.
Yeah, I love this. I think
it.
this is great, and I love it. Diabetes.
Mad Max.
Mad Max, Beyond Thunderdome. You know what I heard? Because Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy did the last two. And I'm in a real Tom Hardy phase right now where I really like him sexually.
You've always been in that phase.
But apparently they hated each other on the set of that. And they were like actually enemies.
I like that.
I think Tom...
Hey, you know what that is? That's chemistry. You gotta hate your co-star.
Diabetes. Cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, fun. They didn't like it? It is literally pads.
I haven't seen her. When was the last time we saw her just looking pretty?
Like glamour, like basic glamour.
Like glamour, yeah. I'd like to see that from her because I do find her to be very, very pretty. And
yeah, she's
we got
pretty.
This, and then on the panel we got kind of a shaved head, and then the week before we got the pink hair with the graffiti kind of. I would love to see
Diabetes, we want to see your Diabetes.
Can I see you?
And
wow. Somebody should tweet that.
So we do have a winner, and guess what? It's Bosco. Congratulations, Bosco.
Drags, babe. Our bottom two are our dancing queens, yes. Georges and Jasmine. Now, great lip sync.
Jasmine's third time in the bottom.
I don't think we were expecting a double save, but I wasn't mad at it.
I wasn't mad either. It was a killer lip sync, and you know RuPaul loves Georges. And Jasmine is a really good performer, and she did really good on the runway.
So we said it last week when we lost Carrie. I think we've seen all that we're gonna see from Jasmine. I'm happy to have her stay because I like her on TV. I think she's a good TV character. But I think this being her third time in the bottom, I think her days are numbered. Let's get through. Let's see how Snatch Game goes. This season's gonna last forever.
Because also we didn't have we didn't have a chocolate moment.
So they all still have their chocolate.
Jesus chocolate.
Christ, this season
what
is
if
gonna
what
go
if
on
Jasmine
forever.
has the chocolate?
It never goes in their favor. If you overstay your welcome on Drag Race, if you keep getting saved for whatever reason, you lose
your children.
Possibly. So if she gets saved by chocolate, or I'm sorry, is gold. Wow. I think it would be bad for her. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. You know, there's a lot of different ways that this could all end, and I think the only way we're gonna find out is if you keep watching.
That's so true. Thank you so much. That was a great transition. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button and of course the bell notification so you get notified anytime we post a video.
Then head on over to patreon.com/IMHOtheSHOW for never before seen footage and exclusive content.
And if you'd like a video message from us, we're both on Cameo as well as Chan and even other faves like
DeJa Skye.
Oh yeah. People you cannot talk about me losing my kids again. It stays with me. It stays in my chest. Also, if you'd like a video from both of us with our IMHO background and all the editing is so exciting, you can go to IMHOtheSHOW.com and order a Cameo.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Kink, bye. Wear your shoulder pads. Bye.
What would your panel discussion be about?
Ooh, actually, before... yeah. You know who would be on the panel?
Brooks?
I would have Brooke on the panel.
Or Brock?
Brick.
What's his name?
Wait.
Bach.
Bach.
Javide is Galinda. If
Alexis.
well, she would have been.
Brock. Right?
Blake.
My DoorDash guy, my DoorDash delivery guy.
Yeah.
I get, whenever I get the delivery, I just hope that because I bet just like, don't call me. Just stay down there, don't call me. But it said Brock is approaching with your order, and I was like, ooh, because that's a great name. That's a hot name.
I keep doing, so I do.
I wouldn't want like an attorney named Brock, but like.
Yeah, I've been doing Uber Eats, and on Uber Eats it says they're on a bike. But I don't think they are often.
That's tough. It's tough to ride a bike and carry food.
Oh yeah, the food gets tough because it doesn't get there as quickly.
Your stomach growling as you talk about Uber Eats.
Is it growling?
Yeah, it is. What would your shoulder pads look be? We didn't ask that. Because Tenderoni posted that runway.
Oh, Tinder's the king of shoulder pads.
I would love, something like that. I love that DeJa did the oversized. Now you got to take it in a different direction. So I think the only way is up.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah. Take your time. We got a lot of credits to roll, so.
Well, I was going to say, you do what Manila tried to do with the quilted and do like actual pads, but that might be offensive because I don't wear pads. It's not really my prerogative to use them as a joke.
Pads?
I don't know. What would your pads be?
That.
You would do. You would do.
No, I would do. I would just steal the thing that Tenderoni was gonna steal, which is just like shoulder pads that come up to here, so that you're kind of sinking into your suit.
I would just take my hip pads and put them right here like elephant ears.
That's funny.
And then just have.
Well done.
Shoulder pads.
Okay, back to your thingy, your panel. What would you want to talk about? Okay, DragCon this May.
How about that? How about this? Let's guess what the other ones is going to be about.
Oh, okay.
Because I think you can guess what mine would be about.
It would obviously be cum.
Yeah. Okay. And yours would be about dead people.
Covered in cum. Oh my god, let's do it! Ooh, oh my god. Okay, so cum, funny. But can you imagine going to DragCon and it's like the panel is...
True crime.
Dead people. And it's just sharing dead people's stories. That'd be great. May 15th, DragCon LA. Join me outside the center.
Outside the Civic Opera House, where we will be talking about dead people. Death equals lady, and lady equals Darby.
Ooh. Will you send that to Rue? Just like double check that she doesn't want that.
Yes.
Thanks.
I have her email, I think. It's Rue@paul.com.
That's it. Wow. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.